Oh man, jeez. What's really good, family? What's really good? Another early morning exclusive. Gang, gang, gang. Here's my scholar gang, them at. We're out here again for another day, another exclusive. Off a talk with the Titans. You know how we do. I just want to know where my notification gang at. Please hit me up. Let me know that you're in the building. You're loving what we're doing here at Titans TV. All right. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. What's good, Gemini up in the building? I'm glad. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing the, when you lot hit me up and let me know what's really good with you guys. I love it, man. I love it. Honey Pharaoh's in the building. Ultra Funky's in the building as well. Come on, family. Where you at, though? Where you at, man? Tell a friend to log in right now. I'm just going to have one of my moments, man. I'm going to have one of my moments. We're going to go in on a little bit of information for a hot second. And then afterwards, we'll see what's really good with the family. You know what I mean? I want to do something real quickly. Hold on. Yeah, this is what I want to do real quickly. Can I do this with y'all, family? I wanted to do this with y'all, family. Yeah? Who's with me right now? Who's with me? Who's with me? I just want to see. Come on, where's the comments at, man? Where's the comments at? Let me know if you're with me. But if not, oh man, let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. I actually wanted to do, a quick little talk about Speaker's Corner, because, y'all seen the amount of chaos and isfet that's taking place over there. It's just a madness, It's just a madness. No matter what type of approach you have over at Speaker's Corner, a certain group of individuals always get angst, always get irated, always want to slander, always want to do some, madness towards certain individuals at the park. And I actually want to take some time out to actually commend, the greatness that's actually taking place at Speaker's Corner. Like, y'all know already about the G Circle. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing at Speaker's Corner. Like, I'm going to quickly let you know why I particularly love the G Circle, yeah? Because you know what, yeah? At Speaker's Corner, it tends to be a lot to do with ego. It's like a one-on-one, like one person debating another person, and it's like a battle almost is taking place. Whereas when you have a G Circle, you have literally a circle, an actual circle, and it's not debates, it's actually a discussion-like forum that's taking place. It's a discussion-like forum that's taking place, number one. And number two, everybody's in a circle. Everybody has an equal amount of opportunity to have their voice heard within inside of a particular dialogue or in a particular context itself. So I love, the G Circle and what it stands for. So shout outs to the brothers here for actually bringing that forward into, Speaker's Corner. That's just something that's just out of the box, literally out of the box. Everybody is in the squared box. Yeah, that man said, nah, G, this is how you square a circle. Yeah, man inventing the circle, and it's just doing crazy things, man. It's wonderful. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to some Muslim brothers as well. I'd like to give a shout out to the Muslims that actually come to Speaker's Corner, yeah, with the right intention. With a clean heart. For those who've come actually to learn, and those who've actually come to do dawah, all them things there. Like, do your thing in it. But I wanted to just quickly shout out to people like Abass. Man like Abass. Hey, yo, Abass. Yeah, hold it down. The EF Dawah team, yeah? Let me just shout you lot out real quickly. I see man like Abass, and I also see man like Imran as well. I haven't seen him, but I usually, when the three of them come down, Hamza, Imran, and EF Dawah comes down, I notice, I notice them. And I haven't actually had an opportunity to thoroughly listen to one of Abass's debates. So I was there attentively, like listening in to Brother Abass's debate. Because after just, let me quickly commend him as well. Like, I actually like Abass. And the reason why I like Abass is for the very fact that he is well-spoken, lightly spoken, well-mannered, has an air of logic and reason about him as well. And, very eloquent individual. I almost think he's I also think he's very intelligent. And I think to myself, yeah, this is definitely a person that I would actually like to, listen to. Like brothers like him, brothers like Shabir as well. Like these individuals, I'm like, yeah, like perfect. This is a perfect opportunity to actually learn something, listen in, and, be geared up and so forth. Like, because a lot of times there's a lot of other individuals, like, sometimes you got good information, and I want to listen to it, but the ego just gets in the way, and I'm like, all right, let me just lock off, lad. I'm not even trying to hear it. So, anyways, yeah, I listened to Brother Abass's debate. He was having a debate with another white guy actually, You know, I heard with inside the conversation, you know, claiming to be a historian, and it was very interesting. It was very, very interesting. You know, like I'm like, ooh, where's it gonna go? Like, what new information is gonna actually be put forward? So I was very geared up to listen to it. And then afterwards, I was like, oh man, I'm just upset. Like, I'm upset. The reason why I was upset is, like, there's certain things, yeah, like, I'm invested in the conversation. You know, when you're invested in the conversation, you got a stake in the conversation. You're listening in, like, because I want to hear what you've got to say. But your arguments, like, not in a disrespectful way, is dead. It's like, it's mad dead. Like, I don't know why you would even bring up such an argument. It's just like, why would you even bring that argument up into the table? What I mean by that is, it was discussing a particular you know, an author of a particular book, might be a mathematician, something along those lines, somebody who studied the Arabic language, you know, that found there is some type of pattern within inside of the Quran, or inside of a particular chapter in the Quran, and, you know, like, ooh, look how amazing it is, and so forth and so forth. And I was like, it's so dead. It's so dead, because it's literally, you're appealing to authority. You're appealing to this particular authority that might not even be authority in the particular field itself, and you're trying to utilize that to convince others as to why the Quran is definitely from God, or Islam is definitely the truth. And I was like, come on, man, come on, do something better than that, like, because we're all here, yeah, and it's getting shut down, and nobody's really caring for the argument. Like you are a brilliant individual, like, your intellect, like, is up there. So at least, yeah, bring forward something that we can all relate to. If you go and check out one of the videos, I've literally said it, like, bring it down to, like, a very base level, instead of going over into this piece of author's work that you're now appealing for us that we should all go and study this particular author, like, to realize how, you know, amazing the Quran is. Like, Raj, shouldn't we just read the Quran and see how amazing the Quran is by itself? Like, what does the Quran actually say about itself? What does the Quran say about God, etc.? Like, that's really where the argument, or should really be geared towards. Like, I can bring up now a book about you know, ancient Egypt, written by some renowned scholar, you know, talking about the miraculous nature of the Medu Neter and all them things there, like, and you're not gonna be like, but Cal, like, why? I don't care, like, I don't care, like, why are you telling me about that? I don't care. Give me something that I can actually learn from, right? So I brought it up. I don't know if he took that in a very nice way or not nice way. I heard him repeat what I asked him, and I don't know if what he was taking. I don't know where he was taking it, but I was like, come on, man, like, bring it down, man. Even if an illiterate man that you claim, your Prophet Muhammad, yeah, could understand what is being stated in the Quran, like, why don't you just bring it down to that level for all of us to actually understand and get involved with the conversation? Because clearly, like, you're somebody that we can take some knowledge from. All right, so anyways, yeah, so we had a conversation. We had a very good conversation. I'm actually gonna, you know, like, do a little quick review of that conversation with you guys, and you know, hopefully you guys can, you know, see and learn how to be logical as well. All right, so let's go into this conversation. Let me see, let me go back a little bit. I'll do this. Content over everything, baby. Oh man. Okay, so right here he says, do you disagree with that? So basically what took place prior was, you know, he stated that Islam is, like, the best thing for humanity, etc., etc., etc. And I'm like, and then you're asking me, do I agree with that? Like, okay, like, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the times, yeah, people, like, let me just hopefully, like, try to learn something from me. Like, I know most of you guys know this already, yeah, but just try to learn a little something from me. If anybody makes a claim to you, okay, if anybody makes a claim, yeah, ask them to provide the evidence. That's all. That's all. Ask them to provide the evidence. What I mean by that, in logic, we have something called logic, okay? You have a conclusion, and then the premise must follow the conclusion. So usually somebody makes a statement like, you know, Islam is the best religion in the world, okay? Provide your evidence to substantiate that, rather than, do you agree with that statement? Because now if you disagree with the statement, which they really want you to do, so if you disagree with the statement, they now shift the burden of proof over to you, because you're now stating, oh, you know, Islam is not the best religion in the world, so therefore, you know, what's your evidence to suggest it's not the best? No, that's how they try to manipulate the conversation with you. Like we know the deal, but you've made the claim that it is the best religion, so now we're waiting for the evidence for you to provide us to prove it is the best religion, so we can weigh it up in our heads. So let's get into this conversation. Let's get involved, all right?
You made a claim. Okay, I make the claim.
Yes.
So Islam says that in intoxicants and gambling, the harm outweighs the good. And for this reason, we have made it forbidden for you. Do you agree with that?
No.
Why?
Because something is can cause you to go in excess. Like, for example, food can cause you to go in excess.
I'm talking about intoxicants and gambling. Let's deal with what I spoke about.
Okay, yeah, I'm giving you an example.
Yes.
Because you're basically saying that because the thing can cause you to go in excess, therefore it is forbidden.
Yes.
Food could cause you to go in excess and become obese and die of heart failure and so forth, but we don't ban food. So I personally
in Islam, we do ban overeating, yes.
I'm personally saying I do not agree with it.
Yes.
I would personally, if I was the person, I would actually educate a person first, not on what can harm you outside of yourself, but on the right, correct method of actually thinking about things.
You completely avoided this question.
You avoided my question.
You completely avoided this question.
How did I avoid this question?
Okay, well, I gave you a statement of the Quran.
Abi, how did I avoid the question? How did I avoid the question? Let's just see. Let's just quickly get into this. Let's see how I avoided the question.
Yeah.
In intoxicants,
Yes.
all drugs, including alcohol,
Yes.
and in gambling,
Yep.
Allah says that the harm outweighs the good.
That's what he said.
Okay.
And for that reason, Allah has made it forbidden for you. I said, do you agree?
Okay. So now, family, I just want to know whether it's just me. I always think, yeah, like, am I smoking something? Am I smoking some crack? Something? Like, am I high on some madness, yeah? On some next type of thing, bruv, yeah? That I'm not thinking correctly. So I want to know. You lot let me know. Like, let me know, family, yeah? I don't know. I'm okay. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't stay wrong and be strong. I'm not wrong and strong. I don't deal with them things there. Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to be like, oh, yep. I'm wrong. So I want to know, you know, all right, for you, let me know. Intoxicants, gambling, the harm outweighs the good. So there's benefit in it, but there is also badness in it. So therefore, it should be forbidden. Do you agree with that? And do you agree with the principle? Let's see if you lot are with me, okay? Because something can cause you harm, although it can cause you good, but because the harm outweighs the good, it should be completely banned. I want to know, family. I want to know. You know, and I made the comment that, like, hold on, like, you know, food is good for you. Yeah. So it has goodness in it, but if you actually eat food in excess, it can be bad for you. So therefore, there is good and then there is bad. But a lot of people nowadays are dying, you know, of obesity and heart failure and all those things that relate to food. So therefore, should we ban food based upon your principle that anything that has more bad, or you're actually making a claim that it has more bad in the first place, anything that has more bad in it than good should be completely banned? Am I the only one that sees the faulty logic in that? And personally, I think to myself, there's no way Allah could have ever said that in the Quran. Because that there, yeah, is the most faultiest logic I've ever heard in my whole entire life. Because boy, sex, it has goodness in it, but it also has badness in it. Should we now ban sex? Like, does it make sense? I don't know. Is it just me? Like, please, family, let me know. Is it just me? Or is somebody else's logic just flawed? Let's see.
With that statement, you said no. Even an ignorant man, even a man without knowledge and understanding would actually be able to say, I can't disagree with that statement. Maybe my weakness and my vices lead me to do those things, but in essence, as an academic exercise, as a literal exercise, yeah, I can't disagree with that. Okay, so but you disagree with that, Kalam.
So you're saying that
appeal to shame, you know, trying to shame the opponent. It's okay.
Alcohol Drinking alcohol. We're going to choose
Intoxicants.
one. Intoxicants.
All
Alcohol.
intoxicants.
I'm going to use alcohol right now.
No, intoxicants.
So,
The word is intoxicants. Khamar.
intoxicants, yeah?
Yes.
Alcohol is intoxicant.
Yes.
So,
It is.
alright, cool.
Your body produces
Because I can now
alcohol.
start saying like morphine.
Yeah, but you don't get drunk, do you, sir?
Morphine
you
is an
don't.
intoxicant,
But
right?
now you're talking about
That's
medication.
what it is.
Hold on a second,
That's
hold
what
on a
I'm saying
second.
to you. So clearly, it doesn't always outweigh the good. So you're saying that, for example, I'm going to use intoxicant, like alcohol as an example, okay, outweighs the good.
Your body produces alcohol.
Because it makes more harm than good. Can you provide evidence where it has
Kalam,
more
you're
harm
on a
than good?
dodgy wicket here. You're on a real dodgy wicket. I tell you why you're on a dodgy wicket.
Kalam, you're on a dodgy wicket. Let's see why am I on a dodgy wicket. Let me actually slow it back down again so we can find out why Kalam is on a dodgy wicket.
I don't know. Is everybody else listening to this? You're making a claim that intoxicants has more harm than good. Would you provide the evidence to back up that claim? That's what I'm asking you
You're on
to
a
do.
dodgy wicket here.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'm on a dodgy wicket because I'm asking you to provide your evidence where alcohol, intoxicants, has more harm than good. That's your first claim, number one. That's literally like, no, it's not even your first claim, it's your second claim. That's your second claim. And then your third claim is, for that reason, it should be forbidden. Okay, so number one, I should actually be checking out, does alcohol or intoxicants have more harm than good? Can we have any research that you can, anything that states this? Can we have that? But I'm on a dodgy wicket for asking that
Even
question.
modern day academics agree. Since you want to just focus on alcohol. Hold on a second.
All intoxicants,
Let me
all
finish.
intoxicants, let's do that.
Even modern day academics, Western, non-Muslim academics agree that if alcohol was invented today, it would be a banned substance. Because of the harm that it does to the human body.
Academics say
Now,
this?
second, right?
Which academics?
Kalam, so you're on a dodgy wicket.
Okay.
If you don't
So
know
when I
anything
said
about
to you
physiology,
that if you follow Islam properly, forget the ISIS and the nonsense that we're seeing at the moment. If you follow Islam properly, it leads to the healthiest,
That was his initial
most
claim.
peaceful life that you can have.
And that's your
You said,
claim.
give me an example, and I gave you one. Now, to argue that, oh, overeating is bad for you as well, well, surprisingly, the Prophet of Allah said that a believer's stomach should not protrude his chest. In other words, do not overeat. Umar Khattab, the
Red
second
herring.
Caliph, said to a man in the market who was
Red
going to
herring.
buy meat a second day,
This is not what we're
that
discussing.
meat is like,
But let's
like
go
an
into it
intoxicant.
anyway.
It's addictive.
Because you'll help me to prove
Do
my
not
point.
consume too much meat. There is disease
Okay.
when you consume too
But
much
it's
meat.
not forbidden, is it?
No, but
Alright
my,
then.
my point is,
All right then. Meat is like intoxicants. It has badness in it, but it's not forbidden. So therefore, your principle is falling away, bruv. Like, I don't get it. When people can't even realize, yeah, they're refuting their own selves, yeah, I wonder where their mind is at, though.
So what are you saying then?
Kalam. You have to use your
I
common
must
sense.
record this thing.
You have to use your common sense.
Uncle says I have to record this, you
To
know.
do anything in excess that causes you harm
And I'm in agreement.
Islam is forbidden. You shouldn't do it.
I'm in agreement with that.
So then
You
it
see
does
it.
lead to a healthier life, then,
I'm in
doesn't it?
agreement with this.
So it leads to a
That
healthier.
You see, so it leads to healthier life. No, that's not your initial claim. Red herring. Let's just quickly go rewind here and see what you just said.
Then you shouldn't do it.
I'm in agreement with that.
So then it does lead to a healthier life, then, doesn't it? So it leads to a
That
healthier
statement I'm in
life.
agreement with.
So
But
it leads to a healthier life.
you stating that intoxicants causes more harm than good, yeah, hence the reason why it's forbidden, I do not agree with it.
Okay, do you believe alcohol kills people?
No.
You don't believe alcohol kills people?
No.
Oh gosh. And then we had Hamza coming in, yeah. I love and respect anyway for everybody. But then you got Hamza coming in, yeah, with these dead. Sometimes, yeah, I actually wonder, yeah. Is there something wrong with me? Or am I just more educated or more intellectual than the people that I'm actually speaking to? Mama said alcohol kills people. You remember when people used to say back in the day, gun kills people? Like guns, alcohol, cigarettes, all these different things here, yeah, they don't kill people. They're inanimate objects. How does a gun walk up to you and shoot you? No. Does an alcohol now, like, I don't even know, pour itself down your mouth? No. It's people who make the choices to do these certain things, yeah, that end up. Anyway, I don't even need to explain it. I don't even need to explain it. What's easily understood shouldn't be explained. Really shouldn't be.
Really? Yes.
So,
alcohol doesn't kill people.
Really?
People who take in alcohol to an extreme,
course.
okay?
what does alcohol do to the human body?
Sorry?
What does alcohol do to the human
Your
body?
body produces a certain
I'm
amount of
asking you,
alcohol.
because you just denied
I'm
it. What do
telling
think it does?
you.
You tell me.
No, I'm asking you a simple question.
So, for example,
do you know?
if you take
Do you
in
know?
alcohol,
What will
it
it do
can
to your
thin
body?
out your blood, number one.
What will it do to your liver?
It can, number two, make you numb in
What
terms
will it
of
do
your
to your liver?
senses.
What
What
does
does it do? What does it do?
It gets cirrhosis of the liver.
I'm asking you a question.
Tell me. Tell me.
No, I'm asking you a question. It
I'm
damages your
asking you to
liver.
tell me.
It damages your brain. It damages short-term memory.
Can you just
One second. It's a degenerating.
No, don't give me an example.
It's so
You made a
many
claim.
harm.
Alcohol
Are
doesn't
we really
kill you.
arguing about the
now
benefits of alcohol, Kalam?
you're saying to me that drinking,
It's a ridiculous argument.
for example, drinking, let's say
It's a
that
ridiculous
much
argument.
unit
Does
of
anybody here
alcohol.
think alcohol is a good
what's
thing to
that?
have?
Well, it depends if you use
You're the only one,
it.
Kalam.
Dead.
It's not a good thing.
No,
It's not a good thing to have.
A good thing to have in society.
You're making your own argument here.
It's not a good thing. Does anybody here think that alcohol is a good thing to have in society? Do you know how ridiculous that sounds, yeah? Number one, as a Muslim saying this here, do you know why? Guess why? Because Allah in your Quran tells you there is benefit in it. There is actually good in alcohol. So for you to ask people, is there any good in alcohol? Like, it's like, for them to say no, and for you then to say no, there's no benefit in alcohol, that means you're contradicting Allah and your Quran. But you don't even understand that. You don't even, that's just something so simple you don't even understand. Your Quran tells you that there is much harm and good in alcohol and intoxicants and gambling. But as you say, the harm outweighs the good. Like, sometimes I wonder, But anyways, yeah, I digress.
You're the only one, Kalam.
I digress.
Why do you sake of arguing?
I'm not arguing for the sake of arguing. I'm telling you, I don't agree with your statement.
Why do you give me evidence to support your claim?
See? I don't agree with your statement, yeah? And you're asking me why. But why, though? I don't agree with it, bruv. Like, it's faulty.
Listen,
No, you need to give me evidence.
I just have.
You said that it causes more, what do you say? It's forbidden because of what
There is
reason?
more harm
There's
in
more
there
harm
than there is benefit.
than benefit, right?
That's a factual statement.
Okay, so could you tell
It's
me?
a factual statement. I hate when people do these things, say things like factual statement. If it's a factual statement, provide your evidence to where it is factual. Academia says this. Like, just provide one person in academia that says this. That if it was, if it was created today, it would be banned. Like, just show us where. Like, who's giving you this information, bruv?
Yeah, the benefits, for example, of alcohol and the adverse effects of alcohol.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's weigh up to see
Okay,
that same
benefits of
true.
alcohol.
That's what you
That's a
should have done.
ridiculous argument.
Adverse effects of alcohol.
Hold on. Mama said it's a ridiculous argument. Hear what he's saying is ridiculous. I want you guys to let me know if this is ridiculous. I know certain people watching this would say, yeah, it's ridiculous, because they're not going to be utilizing their actual logical capacity and ability to make sense of things. But let's just see, for those people who are thinking correctly, let me ask you, does this make sense?
What do you say? It's forbidden because of what
There is
reason?
more harm
There's
in
more
there
harm
than there is
than
benefit.
right?
That's a factual statement.
Okay, so could you tell me
Yes.
the benefits, for example, of alcohol and the adverse effects of alcohol?
Yes.
Yeah, and let's weigh up to see if
Okay,
that statement
benefits
is
of
true.
alcohol.
That's what you should have done.
That's a ridiculous argument.
That's a ridiculous argument. Did you hear him, yeah? That's a ridiculous argument. That's a ridiculous argument that we should weigh up the pros and the cons of taking in intoxicants to find out if there is good in it and if there is harm in it and which one outweighs the other. That's ridiculous, though. That's ridiculous. I don't know in what world people are living in, yeah, where things such as logic, yeah, doesn't make sense anymore. I don't know what world. I really don't know. But let's just continue real quickly. I really don't know.
It's not ridiculous. That's what you should have done.
It is.
How can you make a claim one thing causes more harm than the other thing? You should provide evidence for it. You're making a claim. What's wrong with you? Am I the only one who's thinking with their brain right here?
Well,
Clearly.
I assume so. I assume so.
When we have a discussion, there's certain things about being intellectually honest. Okay? And when things are fairly unanimously agreed within academics, within societies, within educational establishments, within people generally, let's at least agree on those. Let's not argue about those.
Go ahead.
There is more harm than there is good. That's a factual statement. Let's not debate that, because that's ridiculous. It is ridiculous to argue that.
It's ridiculous to you. It's only ridiculous to you.
Modern day academics agree. Modern day academics agree.
Like Jedi in the
if
building.
If this drug was invented today, it would be banned. Why are they saying that? Because there's more harm in it than there is good.
Abass, let him argue that. We don't mind. Argue it. We don't mind.
Let's deal with something else.
Just to reiterate.
Okay, let's
move
deal
on.
with something else.
Don't let him off the hook.
Because
Don't let him off the hook.
it's not letting me off the hook.
Let him off the hook because I don't want to waste time.
man.
I really don't want to waste time on this subject again and again.
I know you don't.
You said he needs to.
I know you don't. I really know you don't, because I think deep down in your heart, yeah. Now, Bass, big man talks, yeah. Deep down in your heart, I think you know in it, yeah, that what you're saying, yeah, is poop. What you're saying is actual poop. I think you understand it and you realize, yeah, if we exhaust this a little bit further, yeah, like Jedi did later on, yeah, you realize, yeah, how much of poop it really was. I think you do. That's why we need to just jump onto another topic. And I agree with you, because I don't even want to expose the ignorance like that. I really don't. I'm cool with, like, okay, let's quickly jump over, like, because I'm cool with that. Because it just makes more sense. I don't even want to expose that type of ignorance. You know what I mean? And I'm only using the word expose right now, yeah, because guess what? Guess who's using the word expose? Watch this.
I really don't want to waste time on this subject again and again.
Watch this.
He needs to be exposed.
You said
he needs to be
show
exposed.
me Islam to an ignorant person.
Look
He needs
at
to be
these words.
exposed.
Look at these buzzwords.
Kalam.
Exposed.
What does exposed mean?
Exposed.
Exposed.
Go ahead,
Kalam.
man.
You said
Yes.
show me.
Buzzwords, you know. You know they love that, innit? You know they would love that, innit? Like, put that in the title. Kalam L exposed. Finally exposed. And so forth, yeah? So, I want to just quickly jam with you guys here for a hot second, yeah? I've got some stuff to give you, yeah? But for a hot second, though, yeah? Like, please, when anybody makes a claim, yeah, to you, you don't need to agree with it. You don't need to disagree with it. Okay. Okay. Just say, okay. Accept it. Accept it. Now, can you, I'll accept your claim. I'm not saying I agree with it or I disagree with it. I'm just accepting it for the argument's sake. Now, in order for me to actually take your claim seriously, please provide your evidence. Provide your evidence. That's all. That's all. Provide your evidence. My man's saying that there's more harm than good in intoxicants. Okay. Now provide your evidence. Can we see the pros and cons for it? Yes or no? You're saying Islam is the best, healthiest religion or whatever the case is. I can't remember verbatim what you said. Okay. So provide your evidence. And this is one of your first evidences. This is one of your first claims or extra claim on top of it to provide your evidence for me to actually come to the same conclusion as you. And I'm clearly not coming to the same conclusion as you because your logic is faulty. And it can't be faulty and you want to fight it, but it's faulty. And the reason why you're trying to fight it is because you believe your God said this in the Quran. And you know deep down in your heart, like I know Abass is a very intelligent man, yeah? I know deep down in your heart, yeah, you know that argument was so flawed on so many different levels. Even, it was so flawed. It was so flawed on various different levels. I didn't even have the time to actually go through it with you to show you how flawed your argument was, yeah? Furthermore, no. Tell a lie. I think even you understood it at the 41-minute mark here, talking to Jedi, I believe so.
Limit it to whatever degree you can ever to our health.
There we go.
Structure within that infrastructure, get a degree.
Okay, here we go.
Perhaps go further, become a lecturer, whatever.
This is where
it requires an entire infrastructure.
This is where you knew.
Within that infrastructure is transportation. Now you're right that the transportation that we have today is quite polluting and damaging to our health. So Islam sorts that problem out as well. Whenever you know that something is harming you, limit it to whatever degree you can limit it to.
When you know something is harming you, limit it to whichever degree you can do. Now that makes sense. That makes sense, doesn't it?
But that doesn't mean that you stop studying, stop going to the doctor.
That's right.
Stop all your research, stop exploration.
That's right. You don't forbid it. You don't stop it.
Now,
you
Allah's
limit
also
it.
given us knowledge that if you switch to lithium-powered vehicles and you do greener energy, wind farming, and these things, they're better for society. So Islam would encourage those things and say that move to those things. So your argument, you see, to say that, the cars, and somehow that debunks what Islam...
Is this something that you lot practice? Is this something that you lot practice in Islam, as in...
Now, You see what, yeah?
You
That made so much sense. Now that made sense. That was like one of the first times you actually made sense. That was literally the first time you made sense. And do you know why you made sense? Let's just repeat it so you hear why you made sense.
Exploration. You limit it. Now, Allah has also given us knowledge.
Hold on.
That we have today is quite polluting and damaging to our health. So Islam sorts that problem out as well. Whenever you know that something is harming you.
Whenever you know something is harming you. So let's go. Let's do that with intoxicants. Whenever you know intoxicants is harming you. Remember he said that there is harm and then there is good. But the harm outweighs the good. Henceforth, we forbid it. Okay? So let's see if you utilize the same principle when you was talking about the pollution in the air and so forth. Did you utilize that? Because what did you say? You said
today is quite polluting and damaging to our health. So Islam sorts that problem out as well. Whenever you know that something is harming you, limit it to whatever degree you can limit it to.
Limit
but
it
that
to
doesn't
whatever
mean
degree.
That you stop studying.
And it doesn't mean that you stop doing whatever else you're doing. It doesn't mean that, does it? It doesn't mean that you should stop. That is literally, yeah, I don't even think you understand. This is where everybody else in the whole world's mind is at, okay? Who's outside of what you're saying initially. Of because there's more harm than good, it should be forbidden, cut out. Now you're saying because there is harm in it and there is good in it, one should limit as the amount of harm it can actually give to you, but you don't forbid it and you don't stop it. It makes sense. That makes sense, doesn't it? That makes a lot of sense, bruv. Like, finally, you made sense. And this is literally what I'm saying to you from the get-go, family. I'm thinking that in my head. Like, whatever you're saying don't make sense. Because something has harm, something has good, but the harm outweighs the good, you should just completely stop it, full stop. Completely stop it. Just stop it. Teetotal it. Just stop it. That don't make no sense. And you know why it don't make no sense? Shall I tell you why it don't make no sense? And shall I tell you why 100% it don't make no sense? For Muslims who really believe in Allah, yeah? Who really believe in Allah, yeah? Would know Allah would not say such stupidness. Such stupidness. I got home, yeah, I was thinking to myself, hold on, did the brother really say that to me again? Did the brother really say that to me? And then I watched the video and I was like, hold on. Like, I just argued against the Quran. And I'm a person, yeah, I hold up the Quran in high like esteem. I hold up the Bible in high esteem. You would rarely ever hear me arguing against those particular scriptures. Why? Because I just think that people are distorting the meaning and don't understand the root of what it's actually saying to them. So that's what that's me. You know, I don't shut down religious people like that, yeah? I think, some people just have a misunderstanding of what they're actually learning throughout the scriptures. So I was thinking to myself, did Allah really say such idiocy? Did he really say that? Nah, could never have. Like, could never have. Like, that would make me start doubting. I actually started doubting, yeah, whether the Quran, yeah, was from God. I started doubting it. From Allah, should I say. From Allah. I started doubting it. I was like, nah, can never be. Let me go and read this chapter. Let me go and read this chapter in the Quran. Yeah, because my man claimed this comes from the Quran. And then again, when Raspect was asking, so where's the verse? Where's the verse to asking Hamza for the verse in the Quran? My man said, Google is your friend, Like me personally, if somebody asks me something like that, I'm like, yo, hey, let me find it for you real quick. I thought to myself, that's the way you're supposed to do dawah. If you're genuinely trying to convince somebody or call somebody towards a particular truth, you will do your utmost here to give them what they require to get them to their ultimate truth. Like me, I know, like, boy, if I'm speaking something, I need to make sure I provide my evidence. Like, every single time, here's my sources, here's this, here's that. Because I want people to understand what I'm saying. Even if you don't agree with me, at least you can follow my premise. At least you can see where I'm coming from. I'm not just speaking blindly. I'm coming from some point of reference. So, again, when people make the claims and they say that certain things are from their scriptures, ask them. Again, this is another little trick or tool or ability or a foundation of how to reason. If somebody makes a claim, yeah, ask for the citation. Ask for it. If they're quoting something, ask for the citation. Just cite it for me. Okay, give me the book, give me the source, give me the verse where you're getting this from. That's all. Just give me the verse. I damn near had to scour all the way through the Quran, yeah, just to find this, yeah. And I was like, hold on, it doesn't say that though. It says this. Let's show you what it says. This is what it says in the Quran. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. That's Surah Al-Baqarah. Yeah? And I'm reading now from the Sahih International. Quran.com. It's a really good website, you know, very good website. Yeah, Quran.com. It says here, they ask you about wine and gambling. They ask you about wine and gambling. Say, in them is great sin and benefit for people. But their sin is greater than their benefit. That's literally all it has to do with alcohol, but I'll continue anyway. And they ask you what they should spend. Say the excess. Thus Allah makes clear to you the verses that you might give thought. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So hold on. They ask you about wine and gambling. Say in them is great sin and benefit for the people, but their sin is greater than their benefit. I wonder, did Allah forbid it? Did he forbid it? Or was a group of people or a person coming up to Muhammad and asking him, tell me about alcohol and gambling. Like, you know, tell us about it. He merely says that there is harm and then there is good in it, but the harm outweighs the good. Cool. No problem. No problem. I can make my decision now. What I want to do. What I want to do, I can make my decision. I can make my decision. And guess what? He didn't forbid it. He didn't forbid it. And you're going to say, liar! Liar, Kalam! Of course he forbidden it. I'm going to say, no, like, don't believe me. Please don't believe Kalam. Go and check it out for yourself. If you guys follow the hadiths and stuff like that, go and check out the tafsir. That's all you need to do. Go and check out the tafsir. You can go and check out, this is tafsir.com. Oh, sorry, altafsir.com. Okay, this is sponsored by the Imamate, or should I say the Royal Ahlul Bayt Institute for Islamic Thought. Okay, down there. This is like you know, like, go and check it out. It's not me saying this. This is what the tafsir says. Okay, it says here, they ask you about wine and divinatory arrows gambling, and what the ruling is regarding them. Say to them, in both, that is, in the partaking of both, is great sin. A variant reading for kabir is great, has kathir, much. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to just pause there. I'm going to pause there because I'm just going to see, yeah, if anybody is clued up. If anybody is clued up. Can I just see if anybody's clued up? Let's just see if anybody's clued up. I'll wait to see if anybody's clued up. I haven't even got to the point. This is a side note right here. This is an asterisk footnote. Asterisk footnote. And let's see if you guys clock it. I want to know if you guys clock it. The Quran has never been changed. It's perfectly preserved. Just that's my little hint to you. The Quran has never been changed. It's perfectly preserved. So, according to this, this is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Yeah, Tafsir al-Jalalain. In both, that is, in the partaking of both, is a great sin. A variant reading. Yep, listen, variant reading. I like Jalalain, you know. I like these two Jalals, rude boy. They keep it real. Where Muslims nowadays will be lying the hell out of you, yeah? Lying the hell to you, yeah? Like, these guys kept it real. My man said there is a variant reading for kabir, which means great, has kafir, much. For anybody who knows, you know, what the word kabir looks like, or should I say, the word B looks like, and the word T looks like, or tha looks like in Arabic, you know that they're very similar. All it is to do is the diacritical marks, okay? where there is a dot underneath the B, or there is 2 dots on top of the the character that makes a B, basically, which is like a little nun shape, basically a little semicircle shape. So you're telling me that they said that there is a variant reading in the Quran that has 2 different meanings. One is, there's 2 different words there, kabir and kathir. Kabir means great and kathir means much. But anyways, that was just a little footnote. That was a footnote. That wasn't even my main point. I'm just throwing out stuff out there for you guys, you know. I'm just gonna throw these things out there. For whoever wants to utilize certain things that I'm saying, utilize it, right? Because of the fighting, cursing, and swearing that ensue from it, and profit for men by way of delight and enjoyment in wine, and acquiring money effortlessly from gambling. But the sin in them, that is the degenerate behavior in which they result, is graver than the usefulness. When this verse was revealed, some gave up drinking, while others persisted until the verse of Surah Al-Ma'idah 590 to 91 finally made it illicit. So imagine that. Imagine that. So Allah in the Quran at that particular point never forbade drinking alcohol. He never did it. He just merely stated to you that there is harm, there's good in it, but of course the harm outweighs for him. Of course the harm outweighs the good. That's what he says. So now it's up to you, as a very logical human being who is an adult. You can make your decisions for yourself. I rate you, Allah. Let me clap to you for that one. I rate you for that. At least you gave, you know, your worshippers the ability to make up their mind and make the decisions for themselves. You never forbade it because there was much harm and good. That was it. I rate you for that. But guess what? You did forbid it. You did forbid it. So I want to know, why did you forbid it? And can I get down with your reasons for actually forbidding it? Can I get down? Did you weigh up the odds? Did you say, here's the good and here's the bad. Here is the harm and here is the benefit. Here is the harm and here's the benefit. Ah, there you go. This is the reasons why the harm outweighs the benefit. Let's see if Allah does that. You know, because me personally, I still rate the Quran. I just don't rate what Muslims are saying about the Quran. You know, or certain particular Muslims that I call the ignorant Muslims say about the Quran. The well-informed Muslims that speak about on behalf of the Quran and Allah, I rate them brothers there. Because I know you're on al-haq. I know that. But these other ones, I'm like, I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I'm just doing a quick Quran lesson for those people out there. So it said Surah Al-Ma'idah, which is 590 to 591. So let's actually read Surah Al-Ma'idah 590. I love this. There you go. Let's see what my man is saying. O you who have believed. Okay, so all right, the faithful, the people, part of your congregation. Cool. I know who you're speaking to now. Indeed, intoxicants, gambling, stone altars, and divining arrows are but defilement from the work of Shaitan. So avoid it that you may be successful. Wow, okay. So you're telling people to avoid it right now. I don't know if you're forbidding it. Let me just see. What is the word for avoid there? What is the word for avoid? Okay, cool. So you're basically saying distance yourself away. All right, janaba. Okay, so you're basically saying like estrange yourself from it, like stay far away from it. Okay, you haven't forbid it at this point. You're just saying stay far away from these things because they're the handiwork of the devil. All right, cool. I'm with you. All right, cool. Let me just continue reading. Satan only wants to cause between you animosity and hatred through intoxicants and gambling. Okay. And to avert you from the remembrance of Allah and from prayer. So will you not desist? Okay. So you're asking me a question. You haven't even outrightly forbid it, really and truly. You're just asking us, or asking those people who actually believe, will you not desist from it? So basically, the reason why you shouldn't drink alcohol, okay, finally we have actually a rationale as to why you shouldn't drink alcohol. All right. Because it causes animosity. It causes hatred, and it averts you from remembering Allah and from prayer. So 4 things. It gives you 4 things or 4 reasons as why you should not drink alcohol and gamble. I don't know if it's why you should not drink alcohol by itself, or whether you should not drink alcohol and gamble. Because I can understand that. Because drinking alcohol, I'm sure, I don't know. I've never known somebody to drink alcohol and then feel hatred or animosity to another person. I've never noticed that. But I guess, especially if, you know, there's alcohol in the mix, and then there is gambling in the mix, and then, you know, you just lost, and you're feeling it in your heart, bruv. And then the alcohol kind of like takes away your ability to control yourself. Your emotions is now more, you know, rampant. Like you see certain man them. I understand. I could actually get down with your reasoning. Like, shout outs to you. Shout outs to Allah for actually speaking. I hear you. I hear you. I see the reason why you want them to stop. Because clearly these individuals, yeah, are very unstable, have no control of themselves. So therefore you will give them, or you will tell them to do certain things, you know, to guide them, to keep them on guidance. I understand that. I can get down with that. Shout outs to you, Allah. I shout you out still. But I realize that, you know, as you specifically sent this Quran to a group of people who you said was the worst of people, you know, you sent it down to these illiterates. You call them illiterates, you know, or the people without a book. You sent it down to them. And I understand these people were backwards, okay? Unlike your chosen people, Kwame Yasharala, unlike your chosen people who had sense, who knew how to conduct themselves, and who were allowed to actually drink alcohol, right? We all know that, right? We all know that Abraham done like wine and bread offerings, right? We all know Moses had wine and bread offerings, right? We all know the children of Israel like would drink wine on the Shabbat and all them things there, right? So clearly the harm didn't outweigh the good. It didn't, did it? The good was actually prevalent. Jesus was turning water into wine. Last Supper and all, you know, breaking the bread and drinking the wine and all them things there, like it was okay. But I understand it now. I actually understand it, because you're doing this to a group of people. A group of people that don't know how to conduct themselves. A group of people that will go to do salat, or go to the prayer, or go to their, let's say church, but go to their mosque drunk. A group of people who go to their church, their mosque drunk off their heads. You will have to tell them, like, fam, like, you don't know how to control yourself, and since you're acting like a baby, and since you're acting like a child, I've got to take away your toy. I've got to take away your rattle until you learn how to control and behave yourself. I understand that now. I actually do. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to you. I understand now. So yeah. So my brother, I'm doing this, yeah, out of love and out of the fact that I want to actually educate people. Because a lot of the time, yeah, I'm viewed, yeah, 100% of the time, yeah, from a lot of Muslims, not all, from a lot of Muslims, as though I'm the bad guy. As though I'm saying something wrong. But majority of the time when Kalam is actually discussing the Quran or Islam, I'm coming from source material. I'm coming from your Quran itself. I'm actually coming from your Quran. I'm reading what your Quran says. Other brothers, what would they do now? They'll read. I don't even want to say, I shouldn't even say read, because they're not reading, they're fabricating. A lot of brothers are fabricating stuff. Straight fabricating. We've seen it time and time, all over and over again, that you're just straight fabricating. And then I'm arguing the points that you're fabricating. And then Muslims believe that this stuff is from Allah, it's from, you know, whatever the Quran is teaching. And you're seeing that, no, Kalam is wrong. And you're thinking, I'm wrong. You're thinking I'm wrong because this person so happens to be a Muslim, yeah? And you think that they're quoting from the Quran. But Kalam has to be wrong because Kalam is a kufr. Kalam is kafir, innit? That's that, like, Kalam is that person, innit? So Kalam has to be wrong. Like, I'm not even wrong, you know, family. I do this out of love for you guys. I don't think you actually understand. I actually do this out of love for you guys. I'm here to educate you and teach you. Like, regardless. You could be Christian, I'll teach you Christianity. You could be a Jew, I'll teach you Judaism. If you could be a Hebrew, I'll teach you Hebrewism. You could be a Kemetic, I'll teach you Kemeticism. You could be a Muslim, I can teach you Islam. It's that simple, bruv. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to educate you, to be honest with you. Like, but your other brothers now, they have problems. Because They don't like reading from the words of Allah. They like reading from the words of men, or they like fabricating things from their nafs, from their own selves. That's what they like to do. And then when I point it out though, when a whole me, point this out, Kalam, you're a snake. Kalam, you're a liar. Kalam, you're a waste man. Kalam, you're this. Kalam, you're that. Kalam, hey, Kalam is everything, you know, underneath the sun, you know, for just telling the truth. See me, I don't mind, you know. I'll tell the truth. I'll tell the truth 100% of the times, regardless if you like it or not. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. Oh man, alright, let me do this real quickly. Oh yeah, like up the thing, man, family. Like up the thing. We are over 85 people tuned in right now, and you're not liking up the thing. Come on, family, man. Show me love, man. I'm doing something for you.
Be a yes man. Be a yes man. Yeah, be a laugh. Just be touch his arm. Touch his hand one more time. It's not working, Jedi.
Go and do it.
Play your game.
Go and do it.
As Muslims, we believe, when he said that he believes Islam is the
let me know when to
cleanest
stop,
way of life,
Jedi.
then he said, which he knows better because he knows what Muslims believe, he said, is it cleaner than Christianity?
When you say he, you're talking about me.
Can I finish?
Are you talking about me?
Can I finish, please?
Who was he referring to? He
Why are you
said.
talking about interrupting? Let him finish.
Who was he?
Why are you afraid to let him finish?
It was a very simple question. It's not an interruption. I just want to know who you're talking about.
I was talking about you. That's why I
Stop being
pointed to you.
so sensitive.
That's why I pointed to you. I'm not
That's why I said
sensitive.
to you. That's why I said to you.
I'm gonna
With
make my
hik-
statement.
with hikmah,
I'm gonna make my statement.
Leave it. I'll deal with that.
I'm gonna make my statement and go. So what I'm trying to say to you, as
let it
Muslims,
go.
when you said that Islam is the greenest environment, then he said cleaner than Christianity. Now, Christianity is supposed to be a religion based upon Jesus, yes? And in the Bible it says many things. It says that
Hey, yo, Jedi.
Jesus is the only begotten Son of God.
Should I continue,
Yes?
or is
that
it cool
Jacob
to
had a
stop
wrestling
it?
match with God and lost. It says that God couldn't was in a war with the people of the valley in Judges 1:19, and he couldn't beat the people of the mountain because they had.
Well, I ain't got time to listen to that. I ain't got time, to be honest. Unless he's gonna get to a point, I ain't got time to listen to him. To be honest with you, I really don't. I'm actually trying my very best, yeah. Can I tell you a little secret? Alright, my secret is this, yeah. I'm trying my very best, yeah. My very best to avoid speaking anything in relationship. Speak anything in relationship to that brother. Why? I feel as though, yeah, it's not right. I've got a duty of care, okay? And for me, yeah, it's borderline bullying. It's borderline bullying. I'm going to be real with you. It's going to be borderline bullying. If you realize that somebody is... how can I say it? I don't want to say retarded. That's not like... When I'm using to utilize the word retarded, I'm meaning slow, like slow-witted. Like slower than you, like considerably slower than you. It's like I'm taking advantage of that situation. And especially he's another black man as well. And I know deep down in his heart, yeah, I know right now it's a bit, but deep down in his heart, I know he's a good individual, innit? Like I want to believe that. Okay, this is going to be one of the first times you're going to hear me say believe, yeah. Kalam believes. Yeah, I actually believe deep down in the brother's heart, he's good. He's got a very nice heart. He wants to see the best for his community. But unfortunately, what's going around in his own particular circumference and what's going around in his mind and what's going around, you know, in another portion of his heart, it's very difficult for him. It's very difficult for him. And he doesn't know how to articulate that well enough. And I feel as though I'll be wrong to actually keep taking advantage of that situation. Like, that's why I don't even want to be honest with you. I went on a few videos where me and him are on, and I'm just reading the comment section, yeah, and I'm like, oh, is that what you're saying? Yeah, like, okay. You still got a grudge. Innit? You still got a grudge, and so forth. So I don't even want to. I don't think it's fair, okay? Because number one, I only deal with information. I only deal with knowledge, man. I only deal with information. Like, it's a shame that people don't actually want to attack the things that I'm actually saying. You see me, yeah, like I'm the king for like cut. like just cutting like, you know, quotation. These are my quotation marks. Quotation marks, quotation marks. I'm just citing people left, right, and center. That's what I do. Yeah. Like, that's what I do. Okay. I don't ever attack a person's itself. I don't do that. The most I would try to do is critique. If their persona is wrong, I will critique it. I won't attack it though. I will critique it, maybe. And apart from that, I will try my very best to speak very lightly and positively about a person before and even afterwards, because that's the kind of way that I've been taught and grown up. Like, always try to find the best in things, always trying to find the best in people themselves. You know, them ways there. Like, always try to find like the positivity in a negative. So for me personally, I want to like distance myself from even going in on going ham on this person. Like, it's just not good. Like, it's really not a good example at all to see two grown-up black men, you know, battling like that. There's no need. There's really no need. And secondly of all, yeah, like, I'm swear, like Hussein said, he's like he's 45 or something. Like, to be honest with you, yeah, he's like 50. Like, he's literally 15 years my senior. He's a big ass man, dog. He's a big man. Like, what am I doing, like, belittling another big man? You know, not even on the same par as me as in age, but in like, he's older than me, like 15 years my senior. Like, I shouldn't even be like getting into them type of dialogues with him. I shouldn't. Like, cool. I hear you. See you later. Like, that's the way I should be, to be honest with you. You know, because there's other big men like who are Muslims. Dan Juma. Look at Dan Juma. Would you, hey, listen, you would never catch me having no heated dialogues here with Dan Juma. It's impossible. Do you know why it's impossible? Because I follow the African thought. And when I see another African man with an African mind with an African thought, and they're definitely my senior, ask him every time I meet him, bruv. Man, hey, my hand has to touch the floor, boy. Yeah, my whole head has to bow down to him. My whole back has to bow down to him. Yeah, that's me. I bow down to my elders. It's real talk. I have no shame in my game, bruv. I'm not so highly elevated, yeah, that I cannot bow down to a next man. But I have to bow down to the... Listen, Jedi's gonna, you know, Jedi respect is gonna get me for this one. What? Kalam bows down to next man. Auzubillah. No. Allow me. No homo. I don't bow down. I simply respect and revere next man. Before they catch me out. You know them sound bites there, you know? Yeah, but anyways, all fun and games gone, yeah. No, man does still have to show him that respect. So I can never get into them type of dialogues. Yeah, prostrate. Yeah, prostrate. Yeah, but you know you, man, you lot start doing some next things. Yeah, what? Kalam's the prostrate. Anyways, yeah. But anyway, man prostrates here to man like Dan Juma. Muslim. Elder. How you mean, bruv? You think I can be having them type of dialogues with him? Are you crazy, fam? Are you absolutely crazy, bruv? When I get home now, yeah, my mom will just box me across my head. What's wrong with you, bruv? There's no way. The whole community will come down on me, bruv, and just batter man, bruv, for talking to an elder like that. You know the way it's there. But other people who are older than me, like, they will understand. They'll be like, yeah, Kalam, yeah, I understand why you did that. I can understand that. Don't worry. He may be an elder in age, but he's not really an elder in stature. And they can understand that. But anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, real quickly. What else did I actually want to say? Boom bangers. Yeah, man. So again, like, this whole video for me, yeah, was to show love to brother like Hamza and brother like Abass, and let them know, like, definitely Abass, yeah, I'm gonna say definitely Abass. Like, I like his spirit, I like the way he conducts himself. You know, we need more people like that come down, that's very humble, very articulate, very eloquent, you know, that can actually bring forward something that's fruitful. Like, I actually look at him and I'm like, yeah, I want to learn something from you. I literally want to learn something from you. You know, when he's there, like, that's why I was just there buzzing around, like, I want to listen to what this guy has to say. He seems as though he's got something. Brother like Hamza again, sometimes I don't agree. I really don't agree with your debating tactics. I don't agree with it, but I actually see and I can respect certain things with inside of you, you know. My man says, yeah, this is so powerful. I hope, yeah, listen, if we had more individuals, yeah, Muslims, Comedics, whatever you want to say, Jews, Christian, whatever, yeah, come down to the park with that type of idea that he stated before, yeah, when I come here to debate or come here at Speaker's Corner, there's either two things that can happen to me. I can either win or I can learn. Win or learn. I wish more people took on that ideology. Just took on that ideology. Because me personally, I can't fault that. And I love that ideology. And I'll hold that strong. And I'll defend the man 100% on that ideology. Because I see a lot of egos just flying around, yeah? A lot of egos. And I can't even approach them to have a conversation with such egos flying around. Most people, we can't even have them type of dialogues with those individuals. So guess what we do? We come back here and we have those conversations because it's much easier to have that conversation. We can just literally listen to you. We can hear all your points that you have to say. We can rewind it. We can play it back and the whole community can hear it. Yeah, without being drowned out by your shout. Because clearly, you lot can shout louder than me. Definitely louder than me. You can definitely shout louder than me. You can argue 100%, most probably better than me. When I say argue, I'm not talking about in terms of debate. I'm talking about in terms of quarreling. You can most probably do that 100 times better than me. Yeah, you can do all of that. You're a seasoned debater. You know how to do distraction tactics 100%. So no problem. I'll give you the time to get it all out your system. Get all your system, and then we can have our time to actually analyze what you have to say that's actually of worth. And it's so beautiful, man. So beautiful. Let's see. People that never go part. Yeah. Let me quickly see what you guys have to say before I shut it down. Okay. And you came to okay. What's going on? Kalam is uplifting the African community. I'm an atheist, but I like what they are doing. Yeah, shouts to you. Y'all already know, you know. Y'all already know. Kalam's got like that atheist tendency, you know. Hella atheist tendencies in them. Islam is so stupid, just like most other. Okay, let me not read that out. You know, and everybody, yeah, I love this, yeah. You lot are funny, yeah. You comment, people in the comment sections, yeah, will be calling people like Jedi out, calling people like me out. All of these like bad man talks, yeah. Big bad man talks, yeah. But you're nowhere to be seen at Speaker's Corner, though. You're nowhere to be seen at Speaker's Corner. And you're nowhere to be seen, yeah, saying these things to people at Speaker's Corner in the physical flesh. It's always like typing away. Bruv. Type away. Like it's just highly funny, bruv. It's just so funny, bruv. And it's embarrassing on your behalf as well, you know. Because we're literally there at Speaker's Corner every single week, yeah. And then we don't get none of these people, yeah, coming up, yeah, saying these nonsenses. Like, you lot are just hyped, bruv. Hyped. I don't know what is gassing you guys up. Good teaching, Titans. Allah's words was not completed, and that's why the Titans came within truth from their own book. You don't know. People that never go part base their whole perception through the camera lens. Yep, that's right. What's in the shape of the earth? Jesus is God. Kalam, any updates on Sarah? Yeah, Sarah should be on the channel soon. So if you got any questions for him, yeah, ask him when he comes on. I think Mad Khan is mad at you, Jedi. Take a beer. I hope the next 420 is on a Sunday. You don't know. Yeah, can I show people about the value of intellectual arguments? Yeah, enough respect. Trust me, you know, I actually want to do a show. On logical fallacies. I think, yeah, I want to do a show. I actually want to do a class on logical fallacies. Can we do you know what, yeah? I need to sign into like a nice class style show, yeah, on logical fallacies, yeah. And then afterwards, yeah, after you got this information on logical fallacies, yeah, you should be able to just watch videos and be like, logical fallacy, fallacy of equivocation, Fallacy of appeal to authority. Straw man fallacy. The only way is there. The only way is there. Just naming the fallacy. Just like, yep. Fallacy. Then the next step is explain what that particular fallacy is. Cool. Excellent. And what's the opposite of that? You know the way is there, but we should go in like that. We should really go in and have them real discussions there, you know. Alcohol is good for the heart in moderation. I don't know why Abass would say that. Because he believed, the only reason he was saying that is because he was trying to back up a quote from the Quran that wasn't actually in the Quran. That's why. He knew deep down in his heart it didn't make any sense at all. But because it's in the Quran, so he believed. Yeah, Yeah, he made that argument and was staying strong behind it. Wrong and strong. But guess what? I'm just happy that I got a little Islam in me, bruv. Because boy. In moderation, alcohol is okay, beneficial, redundant overuse. Science says wine is good for you. Yep. Any man say anything about weed, it's on. Man, like Ahmed in the building. Alright, cool. Family, I'm going to sign out now, and I'll see you guys hopefully later on. Hopefully we can do a show later on. You know, we get the Medicine Man on, get man like Jedi on, get man like Ahmed on. Who else is in the building? Bigger Valley on, whoever else, man. See if we can do something later. Is that Elizabeth? Hey, yo. Well, go on. Yeah. So, family, I'm signing out, man. Hey, yo, Kiss Spence. Well, go on. Hey, yo, I'm gone. See you in a bit. Peace. Love.